do have the magic touch.
Well, I guess that must run in the family.
Ted, you just can't keep your hands off me, can you?
Want to bet?
Did you dream about me last night?
No, sorry. Didn't.
Oh, come on, you must have missed me. Then why are you sweating bullets sitting so close to me?
I think that's the sun. It's not you.
Oh, well, since I have so little effect on you, you won't mind holding out your hand.
Why?
Rub. Ted! Honey, hi!
Hi.
Hi, Angela. Hi.
Rub yourself. Hi.
Hi there! Yahoo! Do you think Franklin and Eleanor did it this way?
I want you to be quiet. I don't want Minx to know we're back yet.
Thank you. Thank you for arranging that little ski trip. Come here, my little snow bunny.
Well, think about it this way. If we hadn't tried to be Bob, Carol, Ted, and Alice, you and I would never have gotten to this point.
A real marriage.
With real vows.
With real hanky-panky. Oh. Ooh.
You think a little redecorating is in order?
I think so. I tell you what, you take the east, and I'll take the west. A one, a two, a three.
Ah, yes.
Hello, Mrs. Lockridge.
Hello, Mr. Lockridge.
Yeah. We're right back where we ought to be. You know something?
What?
I'm not gonna let you out of this bed all day long.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna run to the coffee shop and I'm gonna get you a nice cup of tea, okay?
Okay.
You know what? Let me put another one behind you. Should sit straight. You comfortable?
Yeah, as much as I can be.
What I wouldn't give for 5 minutes alone with that Watkins guy. I'd give him a taste of his own medicine.
What would you do to him, Mom? Rearrange his face?
Yeah, after I rearranged his inside.
Don't do it while I'm around.
Boy, you're awfully squeamish for a surgeon.
Well, no, that's not it at all. I'm a doctor, sworn to protect the sanctity of human life. If I was be forced to break my oath and help you.
Oh, I see there's hope for you after all.
Well, I've been in this country too long. You know, I'm going to check Santa-Barbara, call the hospital, see if there are any messages. I'll use the phone in my bedroom.
Honey, I have to talk to you about something very important.
Sure. Anything, Mom.
Okay. The night Frank was killed, did you see your sister on the desert?
Of course I saw BJ that night. She was at the bungalow with you and Dad.
No. I mean, after that. When you were out on the mesa where Frank was shot.
Why would you even ask that?
It would explain a lot. Like why you ran.
I ran because the police thought I killed Frank.
Sweetie, I didn't want to tell you this in the hospital because you were in so much pain. BJ's been arrested.
What?
I know it sounds crazy, but it seems that they have a pretty strong case against her.
No, BJ wouldn't kill anyone, not even Frank.
I agree. I haven't known BJ that long, but from what I know of her, she's a very kind, very gentle girl.
That's right. This is ridiculous and it's impossible,
No,
Mom.
Sawyer, it's not impossible. And according to Agent McCabe, not only is it possible, but it's probable.
Well, he's wrong.
Is he?
Yes. How can you even ask that?
Because I love your sister, and I'm trying to help her. So if you know anything about BJ, anything that you haven't told anybody else, Sawyer, please, tell me. Tell me now.
you serious when you said you wanted to spend the whole day in bed?
Absolutely, certainly.
How about if we get hungry?
We'll order in.
You're so decadent.
Totally.
I don't know, the whole day might be going a little far.
Oh, listen to me, Gina. You know something? There was a tribe of Indians, ancient Indians, that used to frequent these parts, and they believed that if you stayed in your own cave, in this case, our bed, all day long, you would form a protective shield that would drive away the evil spirits.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, really. I am here to drive away your evil spirit.
Is that what you're here to do?
Yes.
Okay, now, I've never heard of this Indian tribe. What are they, Shamash? What?
No, Chumish.
Chumash.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like something you'd order in a kosher deli.
Well, anyway, they used to be very, very extensive in these parts.
Really?
Yes.
What do you think happened to them?
They flourished for a while, and then they disappeared, along with the rest of our brethren. But yeah, I'm not going to disappear.
Roosevelt.
Lionel, what are you doing in here?
I live here, Mother. Remember?
Well, I didn't know you'd returned. This is Gladys Bitterman. She's with the National Historic Society, and she's here considering a forthcoming article on the restoration of national historic places.
Perfect. Well, with you in residence mix, how could you lose?
Lisa, should you be doing that?
What?
Lifting weights so soon after your miscarriage.
Oh, I'm fine. Besides, I gotta stay in shape for Gina Jeans.
I know, but, I don't want you overdoing it for a job.
I won't. I feel great. Besides, I love my job. I just wish that you liked it better. Ugh.
Well, I don't hate it. I just don't think modeling's for me.
Oh, come on. I saw your face at the photo shoot.
Yeah, which one exactly? Fear, embarrassment, discomfort?
Okay, so you hated it first. But you loosened up at the end and you enjoyed it. Didn't you?
Maybe. Just a little.
I knew that.
Well, don't get excited. I didn't enjoy it enough to make it a full-time career.
All right. If you're not going to do Gina Jeans, then exactly what will you be doing?
I got a job working for Angela.
Angela Cassidy? Doing what?
I don't know exactly. She just said that it wasn't illegal, and I had to be extremely loyal.
Sounds intriguing.
Well, I don't think anybody could ever accuse Angela Cassidy of being boring.
What an interesting little couple you two make.
Oh, you are so cute. Angela, why don't you level with me and tell me what you're really doing here?
Trying to find the right angle for the sun.
Ah, I mean in Boratunga.
Well, Cece asked me to come.
And?
And nothing.
You expect me to believe you came all the way to Boratunga because my father asked you to?
Cece's a very convincing man. Women have a hard time saying no to him.
Good morning, everybody. And I hope you slept especially well last night.
Oh, Cece, thank you. You know me well, don't you? Come sit here.
So,
It seems
what?
that Ted is rather anxious to find out what brought us to Boratunga.
Really? I thought he was too busy with his own agenda to give a damn.
Well, he is a bit distracted. But I do believe it's time to tell him the real reason why we're here.
The real reason? What are you two up to?
Have you ever heard of the Chumash Indians?
Yeah, it's a tribe that lived up the coast of Santa Barbara.
Very good. Well, we're putting up a development on a site that we think has a Chumash Indian village underneath it.
You're kidding me.
Mm-mm.
What village?
Chumash, what does this have to do with me?
Well, I could call off the development, and you can go back and investigate the whole situation.
Cece, would you rub some mush on my back?
Of course.
How do you know it's Chumash?
Because the crew has unearthed some artifacts. We're keeping it hush-hush so the press doesn't get a hold of it.
Well, exactly what are you offering me?
I'm offering to extend your leave of absence if you want to go back and start the excavation. What do you think?
Well, really, isn't this all a little premature? I mean, you don't even know if the site is chummy. Whatever you call it.
Chumash, Lily. And we appreciate your concern, but we're pretty confident that's what it is.
We?
Me and the professor I asked at the university.
Oh. What do you get out of this?
Me? I get to see you happy and at home and not gallivanting around the earth the way you do. So what do you say? You want to do it or not?
I'll have to think about it.
Don't wait too long.
Are you ready to go to the beach?
Yeah.
You don't like Lily very much, do you?
Let's just say she's not one of my favorite people.
Then I have a thought. Why don't you make this plan contingent on Ted dumping Lily?
What?
Tell him if he wants a crack at the Chumash, he'll have to do it without her.
Really? Well, my hard-headed son is not going to go for that.
Come on, Cece, it's not as if he's interested in her, really. She's more like a booby prize, so to speak. You realize it's in her best interest, too. That way she can find happiness with a man who really cares for her.
Who's Cassidy? I'd like to rethink.
Thanks for being here for me.
I wouldn't be anywhere else.
You know, sometimes I've got to pinch myself to remind me that this isn't all a dream.
What?
You and me, still together.
Well, we've been through a lot, Lisa. Your father's objections. The miscarriage.
You sleeping with Lily.
You know how sorry I am about that.
I know. And I forgave you. But heck, maybe we're just meant to be together. So, do you think that we could ever have a real marriage based on friendship and respect?
Lisa, I'm not sure. I really don't think that either one of us is in a position to make any promises right now. But I'm willing to stick around and see what happens.
Good. Because I went to the doctor today, and he gave me a clean bill of health.
Well, that's great.
You know what else he said? He said that we could make love again anytime we want.
Well, how do you do, Mrs. Bitterroot?
Bitter man.
Whatever. I'm Gina Lockridge, Minx's daughter-in-law.
Oh, thank you for the reminder.
It's a pleasure, I'm sure.
Well, Lionel, aren't you going to stand up and shake Mrs. Bitterman's hand?
I don't think so.
No. Don't get up. Gladys, wouldn't you like to see the conservatory? It was imported from the Royal Crescent in Bath, and I think you'd find it absolutely fascinating.
Your entire house is filled with history.
Yes, Gina and I are attempting to create some right now.
Listen, I tell you, I'll meet you downstairs.
Oh.
I'll see you in just a little while. Oh, I have never been so embarrassed in my entire life.
Mother, I think it would do her some good to see some flesh in action.
Did I teach you to talk like that? And what are you still doing in bed anyway?
Oh, we're not getting out of bed. We're staying here all day. We're not even getting up for Mrs. Bitterroot.
Man! I mean, who do you think you are, John and Oko?
Yoko.
Yoko.
You know, Minx, I'm very surprised you kept up with that period of popular culture.
There's a lot you don't know about me, Gina, and I fully intend to keep it that way.
What I don't understand is why you're willing to give peace a chance and you won't give me one.
Don't push your luck, Gina. You are living in my house, which is almost more than I can tolerate. Now, what is this bed-in all about?
Oh, well, it's an ancient Indian rite.
Ancient Indian wrong. Don't. I'm sorry I asked. I better go find Gladys before she tries to have us all certified.
I guess your mother just doesn't like ancient Indian Chumash rites, huh?
Oh, God love her. It's probably a little too close to home.
But you love her anyway.
Oh, I sure do. She was the first woman in my life. I just wish I could convince her to like the last woman in my life, huh? I'd be a happy man.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard, should it? After all, she doesn't hate me that much. Right?
Well, there's nothing a little time won't cure. Now, why don't we just forget all about my mother and concentrate on us?
Come over. Come over.
Cruz found BJ's dress. And he had it tested for gunpowder residue, and it came out positive. When he realized that she must have been on the desert that night, he burned the evidence, and he told the police that he was the one that shot Frank, and he fled the country.
I can't believe it.
If I had known this, I would have come home immediately.
No. That is the worst possible thing you could have done if you know anything about BJ. Now tell me, Sawyer, please. Did you see her on the mesa that night?
Mom, how could she be out on the mesa? Warren found her in the motel. And I would have told Dolly and Warren when I got to the diner that she was out there. I would have been afraid for Frank was shooting, for God's sake.
I know all that. I want you to look me right in the eye and tell me you didn't see BJ that night. I don't want there to be anything that the prosecutor can ask you that would hurt BJ.
I didn't see anything out there on the mesa.
Thank God. Well, after that interrogation, I need something cold to drink. Can I get anything from the minibar
I'm
for anyone?
thirsty. I'll come and see what they have.
Dr. DeAngelis, I want to apologize for all the worry that Aurora and I have caused you. If I had known about all this, I would...
Sawyer. Why are you lying to your mother? This could be the opportunity of a lifetime.
Snorkeling in the South Seas?
What?
You, the snorkel, It was just a thought.
No, I'm talking about my father's offer. Either it's an opportunity of a lifetime, or it's just another chain jerk by the great manipulator. What do you think?
I think Angela's gonna die when she sees you in those shorts.
Lily, I'm serious.
So am I. You have a great butt. But if you're talking about this archaeological thing, Ted, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you know, if the idea of digging up bones turns you on, then go for it.
Yeah, I was always into digging. I remember the first time... well, one of the first times I was excavating in the backyard of my father's putting green.
You're kidding. How old were you?
I don't know. I was like 6 or 7, and I had read about buried treasure or something, so I got a spade from one of the gardeners, and I started digging away. My father was mad. He was mad.
Did you find anything?
Yeah, I found an arm for one of Kelly's dolls, and I found a dog bone buried a couple feet out. I was convinced that it was a dog bone from another civilization, a lost civilization. Yeah. Then I kept digging because I wanted to find more, and I dug right into Mason's science project, his prized tomatoes.
No.
Yeah. But, you know, Mason, I mean, he's not much into yelling and screaming, and he's more into psychological torture, so he told me it was a mass grave that I'd found, the work of a local axe murderer. So then I kept digging. I dug into the rose bushes, neighbor's backyard, something else. I can't remember, and I got into geology.
Well, geology's about rocks. Archaeology is...
Archaeology's about lost civilization. Lost dreams. My father realized that what I was studying, you know, he got me to work for him.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Like I said, you know, it's a golden opportunity. It could be the perfect thing for me to just, you know, to launch my career. And on the other hand, it could be just another way for my dad to bring me back into the fold, and I don't know.
Well, it's obvious to me there's only one thing you can do.
Yeah, have a Mai Tai and think about it later.
That, or you can march downstairs and you can tell Cece to put up or shut up.
What did you say?
Why are you lying?
Where do you get off saying that I'm lying?
You saw something that night on the desert. Something that made you run away from Santa-Barbara. That's why you left.
And you don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
yes, I do. I can see it in your eyes.
No.
Listen to me. The eyes are the windows to the soul. I remember that night I saw your eyes when you came to me to talk to me about your intentions towards Aurora. Your heart was true. Your eyes were clear. Your gaze was steady and strong, so unlike the experience you just went through with your
Did
mother.
you ever think you should have been an ophthalmologist instead of a surgeon?
Did it ever occur to you to stop lying and tell the truth?
Look, just leave me alone, okay?
You know, I hate lies. So does Aurora. Her grandmother lied to her so many years. She never forgave her. I'd hate to see the thing happen to you.
I didn't lie to my mom about BJ.
He's right, Micah. Sawyer wouldn't lie. Not to you, not to Aurora, and certainly not to me. Isn't that right?
I didn't see anything.
And I believe you. That's all that matters.
That's a somewhat naive belief, isn't it? Given the fact that he may be called upon to BJ's trial.
He won't say anything to incriminate her.
You know, I still can't believe that BJ has to stand trial for this in the first place. Frank deserved to die for what he did to her.
I know, honey. I know it all seems so unfair.
Mom, you don't think BJ did this, do you?
I just don't think it gets any better than this. I mean, you and I are together. I've had some of the best cashew chicken that ever existed on the planet. And Ted and Lily are in the South Seas. I think you better pinch me to make sure I'm awake.
So soon after eating?
I'm awfully glad that Lily got over Rafe. And she finally found herself a real man.
Well, at least a rich man.
That's not what I mean. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about the kind of person Ted is. Lily always cared about him. And when he wouldn't give her the time of day, her feelings were very hurt. Now there they are, sailing through the sunset in the South Seas. Wonder what I should wear to the wedding.
I should portion things just a little.
Maybe just a little. I mean, think about it. Cece and Sophia as our in-laws. Do you think you could handle it? I don't think so.
I think the family tree is getting a little gnarly, but I guess I can live with it.
I'm just glad that she found someone who will give her a sense of security and take care of her the way you take care of me.
I know how poverty scares you.
It's not the money so much, Lionel. It's what it does to your pride. I don't want Lily to come home and open up the refrigerator and have there be nothing inside because no one had the money to buy groceries. Or to have her sofa repossessed. She doesn't deserve it. Nobody does.
We're both so lucky, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I have you. I think
Mother, I
our
thought...
luck just ran out.
I thought the house tours had stopped.
I just came to tell you that it was safe to leave the marital mattress without fear of running into Gladys Bitterman.
You mean the old biddy left?
She practically burned rubber as she left the driveway, probably running to tell her musty friends that Roosevelt wasn't the only one who slept here.
Why the tarot cards, Mother? Are you trying to see if you're still on Santa Barbara's A-list?
Oh, you think you know so much about me. The cards revealed that, as a matter of fact, I am.
Well, why don't you lay the cards for us right now? I want to find out about Ted and Lily. Now, they're on a cruise in the South Seas, and I want to know if they're happy, if they're having a good time.
And I want to know if Gina and I are going to be happy.
You really want to know?
Yes, and no cheating.
Oh, it's impossible for me to cheat. All right, let's do a 6-card spread.
Would you like something else to drink?
No, thanks, Cece. I'm fine right now.
Dad, we need to talk.
You ready to accept my offer?
This is... as long as I can make sure you're not doing this to keep me in line.
You really think I would stoop to something that low?
Dad, you've done worse. You've done much worse.
I don't really believe you. I'm giving you something you've always wanted, and this is the thanks I get for
Wouldn't
it.
it be a little suspicious if I showed up on the doorstep one day and said, Dad, here I am, ready to run the business?
It's a little different, don't you think?
Is it? Your modus operandi has always been to make deals with people that benefit yourself while pretending that it's for their own good.
This is for your own good. I want you to be happy. I want you to be fulfilled. Why can't you understand
Since when did you care about that?
What the hell are you talking about? All I've ever cared about is the happiness of my children. You think you're gonna be happy sucking up coconut milk with Lily Blake on this island?
I agree with your father.
Well, who asked you?
Look, do me a favor. Son, don't let your doubt keep you away from your destiny.
See, that's the point. It just sounds a little too good to be true for me.
Okay. You want proof? I'll give you proof. Tell them about the artifact we have. Tell them.
Wait a minute. What does she have to do with this?
Well, Cece has told me everything he's up to.
Dad, look. I'm going to come back when the both of us come.
I will get the artifact for you. I'll show it to you if...
Cece, I really don't think you have to go that far.
No, I do have to go that far. I want you to have that artifact flown in by tomorrow.
Okay. Don't panic. Can't be that difficult to get my hands on a genuine Chumash artifact.
Honey, I wish that I could look you straight in the eye and tell you that BJ's innocent. But I can't. I don't know whether she killed Frank or not. She says she didn't, and I believe that she believes in that, but Skylar Gates, the psychiatrist who's been treating her, he thinks that BJ may be blocking out what really happened on the mesa that night.
The part where she killed Frank.
And Warren is just as convinced as BJ is that she didn't do it. And she trusts Warren more than anybody right now.
We need to get back to Santa Barbara as soon as possible.
So don't push yourself. BJ needs you whole and well when you get back.
Aurora's right, honey. You need your rest. You need to be strong because BJ is going to need your strength.
At least she had you and Dad to take care of her through this.
Reese is doing everything he can for her.
Mom, things okay between you and Dad?
Well, I mean, family's been under a lot of pressure lately. And you know your father.
What are you trying to say?
I tell you what, I hate to interrupt, but I think we can make that flight. We should start packing.
You're right.
Thank you.
Mom, wait. I want to know what's going on right now.
Sweetheart, there's plenty of time to talk about that later. I'm just so glad to know that you don't know anything about BJ. Because if you did, the last thing I would do would be to take you back to Santa Barbara to face Connor McCabe and the DA. You'll take care of him, won't you? Watch him.
Sorry, what's wrong?
That's right, Chumash. I'll take anything you have that can be sent to me immediately. Yes, I know insurance is expensive. Yes, I know there's a lot of paperwork involved. Look, I don't care what it costs. Just tell me if you have anything. You do? An icon. That's perfect. I'll take it. By the way, how much will that be? Would you repeat that? I don't suppose you offer discounts to first-time customers? No, I didn't think so. That price does include shipping, though. Boratunga. It's an island in the South Pacific. How much? No, never mind. I'll have someone pick it up and fly down here with it. You just get it ready. I'll have my bank wire you the money within the hour. Thank you.
Well, everything taken care of?
Yes, the artifact is on its way.
That's excellent. Thank you, sweetie, for your help. I want you to know how much I appreciate it and you.
Anything for the cause, I guess.
And I cannot wait for my son to see that artifact to prove that I'm on the up and up.
Cece, it's getting really hot here. Would you mind getting me that drink after all?
Sure. Be right back.
Yes, operator, I'd like to place a person-to-person call to Santa Barbara, California. No, I don't know the number, but the name is Rafe Castillo.
So what do you think?
Do we really look like that?
Well, I know that you do.
Oh, you're just saying that.
No, I'm not. I mean that. You're a beautiful man, both inside and out.
Hello?
Rafe, it's Angela. Listen, I want you to drop whatever it is you're doing. Get over to a place called Western Antiquities. Tell the owner I sent you. Pick up the package that he hands you and head over to the airport and get on the first flight to Boratunga.
Bora who?
Boratunga. I'll have a ticket waiting for you at Trans-Pacific Airlines. Listen, whatever you do, do not drop that package. It cost me $100 grand.
If you don't mind me being nosy, could you tell me what this is all about?
Well, I'll explain everything to you as soon as you get here. Get packing. You don't have a lot of time.
So what was that all about?
I don't know. Angela wants me to fly to some island with a package for her.
Well, can I come with you?
I don't think so, Lisa. I mean, this is my job.
You know, I hate that. Every time that I think we're getting close, you have to leave me.
Me too. I feel like we're starting over with a clean slate or something.
So, does that mean that you can make love to me before you go?
Lisa, you don't have to ask. There's nothing more in this world that I'd rather do.
Not bad. What would you like to do for dinner tonight?
What are our options besides the restaurant and room service?
For options? Well, we could take a canoe ride up the river to an open clearing at the base of a waterfall, surrounded by Primavera and hibiscus. And there, amidst the flora of paradise, we could have a dinner picnic fit for gods.
Cece, that sounds wonderful, but...
How did I manage it?
Well, there's nothing about it in any of the brochures.
No, there isn't. When I talked to the manager, I told him that you were a very special guest and deserved an extraordinary evening.
You did all that for me?
What fun is it being a millionaire if I can't make the people I care about happy? I care about you a great deal, and more every day.
You're very special to me, too, Cece. Very special.
Ted, that artifact that's on its way, I want you to see it.
Okay, if you say so.
Wait a minute. You don't believe me?
Jury's still out.
I'm telling you that this is not a manipulation. I want you to be happy. You've got to see this to believe me.
Okay. We're on our way to the beach, so we'll see you later.
That's right. We're gonna go find a nice secluded spot on the hot sands of ecstasy.
Yeah, maybe we'll even manage to get in a swim.
You know something? Maybe you're right. Maybe even Ted, knowing that this Chumash Indian dig is for real, is not going to bring him back to Santa-Barbara. Not with that young lady in the picture.
Mother, what does all this mean?
Are Ted and Lily going to be happy?
Are Gina and Lionel going to be happy?
Are we going to have lots of children?
Oh, my God, I'm blind.
Mother.
Oh, never mind. Probably just a small aneurysm.
Do you think you're up to explaining the cards?
Of course, I'm up to explaining the cards. This indicates the questioner.
Mm-hmm.
This indicates love, and this indicates money.
Mm-hmm. And what do these mean?
Good health, work, and travel.
Okay, look, I want to hear about the loved ones. You see, I already know about traveling because I know that Lily and Ted are away and they're sailing. But I don't know about the love part.
Gina, this reading is for you and Lionel.
Well, why didn't you say so?
You keep interrupting me. I see good health. This is successful employment. No money worries. Distant travel.
Hey, Lionel, we're on a roll, huh?
And what about happiness? Huh? Hmm?
What is it? What do you see?
Oh, I see true love and happiness.
Gee, thanks. Nice reaction.
What does it mean? What does that one mean?
It means that something is lost.
See, Lionel, we're hopelessly lost in love.
I think it's referring to my appetite.
You know, it just kills me to see Sawyer like that.
Yeah, but he's fine. He's on the mend. Roy's taking care of him. Besides, we're only going down to the lobby to check out.
No.
What?
This isn't finished yet.
What are you talking about?
You go check out Micah. There's something I have to take care of.
Jody, wait, now, Jody, where are you going?
I'm not lying.
Sawyer,
I
wake
didn't
up.
see
You're
her.
having a bad dream.
I didn't see her, I swear.
Sawyer, wake up. Come on.
What happened?
You're having a bad dream. I think it's about BJ.
BJ.
Sawyer, you kept saying that you didn't see her. Sawyer? Were you lying before? Oh, my God. You did see BJ that night on the mesa, didn't you?
Have we learned anything from the debates? Did any of the candidates win over the undecided voters? Did President Bush deliver the knockout blow he needed to close the widening gap between himself and Governor Clinton? Find out by watching Donahue today at 3.